where's it? Moss, give me the SOS one. This is made specifically for Kevin.
Active retired members of the National Association of Americans. We have a strong message to deliver, and that is in the hands of the Postal Service to the current administration.
You guys see the SpongeBob one?
Oh yeah, I did.
As Kimmy said, we have a lot of speakers here.
My hands are full too.
I have to get we all have to realize what is going on right now, what the current administration is attempting to do. They are attempting to privatize and restructure the U.S. Postal Service. And it is a direct attack on all of the 640,000 postal employees, including the 200,000 active letter carriers that represent the NALC. The universal service, every American relies on millions of households and businesses, especially in rural America. Any attack on that or any change to that would be devastating. The NALC stands firmly against this nearly 250-year-old public institution that serves the public in every location in all 50 states and U.S. territories. That is older than the country itself and is based on the Constitution and in the Constitution. So what do we say if they try to privatize us?
Hell no!
Again!
Hell no!
Again!
Hell no!
Thank you. I'm going to turn it over. Like I said, we got a lot of speakers. I appreciate all the public speakers coming out. And all
Here we go. Hold your side up big.
everybody. Okay, next. Gentlemen, who was once the president of NALC branch 157 in Philadelphia. He was once the business agent of Region 12. He was once the executive vice president of the national NALC, Mr. Tim O'Malley.
Hey.
There you go.
Good job, Pat.
Thank you, Tim.
Now you got it.
It's a great pleasure to be here with you today. And if you remember 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when he was president before, okay, I told him.
Shut up, Yaya.
Louder! So he's not in the White House anymore. They have to do that again, folks. And you have to make sure the people vote the right way. These people are trying to privatize the sanctity of the Postal Service. And if you remember, before Congress, the Navy, U.S. Navy, they created the Postal Service. So that tells you something of how important the Postal Service is to the American people. You can't let them disavow it any longer. They're trying to take it away. They're trying to take away people's right to get mail. They want to deliver, through other companies. And we don't want to do that. We're not going to privatize. We're not going to permit that. And we fought this before. We've been fighting this fight since 1970. 1970.
Come on through. Come on through.
So you can see we've been successful.
There you go.
But it takes this
Hi, Dad.
kind
Long
of
time no see.
crowd
Good to see you.
and the American people to stand up against these people. So I see a lot of people that I know that have been there over the years. And I thank you for all your efforts. But this is what we have to do. The union clause says, you gotta come out, you gotta come out. Thank you.
You hear that?
We're gonna fight like
Bitches.
hell, and we're gonna win. Thank you.
Yeah!
But what do we say for Mr. O'Malley when they try to propose this? Hell!
No!
Hell!
No!
Hell!
No!
Now we're going to introduce fiscal. Well, good morning, everyone. You know, 4 years ago, this guy in the White House was kissing your ass to get his mailers into everybody's house across the United States of America. Right? Where was he when the people behind me came to give you awards because you were the first responders, you were the essential workers during COVID? You were putting your hand on mailboxes, on door knockers, everything.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you were going to get.
Yeah.
And do we get any appreciation?
I'd say 500.
No.
Maybe 500
Now
people.
we're going to send a message to the White House. Keep your hands off of this union. Because attack on one union is attack on all unions.
Right on.
And the man that invented the post office was the first speaker of the House of Representatives in Pennsylvania. And if he were here today, he'd be saying the same thing. Hell no. So I'm going to introduce State Representative Ed Nielsen, who's a member of the House of Representatives, who's read about the very first speaker of Pennsylvania's House of Representatives. Representative Nielsen, please, tell them how you feel. Hell no! Hell no! He told me this microphone ain't working. I said, hell no! You know what it took to get this thing working? A union electrician got this shit working. But I don't need a microphone because I learned about the labor movement at my dining room table growing up. I'm a third generation. I have two sons that are four generations. IBEW Local 98 members. 4 generations. Okay. Unlike most people, I sent out 128 pieces of mail last year. 128,000. Right? I'm here to fight for you. I'm going to make sure you stay in business. You are the hub of communication. Everybody wants to talk about email and this mail stuff. Listen, there's nothing like the United States Postal Service. Nothing like it in the world. Okay.
Thanks, Mikey. You're the greatest.
Who doesn't have a computer, can't afford a computer, can't afford a stamp. Okay. If you ever go to a retirement community, there's no computers. There's letters. There's letters from home. There's letters. All right. They need so much things. I have a box.
You're the greatest of my 250 subscribers, Mikey.
Those are
Yeah,
letters
thanks, buddy.
from camp. When I went to camp as a kid, I still have them. And I'm not a kid no more. Now, of course, I wasn't around like Tristan said with 10th rank, right? And I didn't open that Be Free Franklin Postal Service office down on Market Street. But
AFG's there, yeah.
How about I know what it is?
AFG.
You know why? Because you're talking to a stamp collector still to this day. Still to this day. It's something I had from my grandfather that handed down to me. So listen, if there's anything I can do to help all of you, please tell us. We'll march on Washington. We'll do what it takes to make sure that you're here this time next year. God bless you all. And I'd like to introduce my colleague, Representative Pat Gallagher, whose district we're in right now. Thank you, Representative. Are we for sale? No! Are we for sale? No! That's what we're going to tell this administration. We are not for sale. Are we for sale? No! We are talking about letters to families. We are talking about letters to your bills. We are not talking about packages. We are talking about the lifeblood of this country. And it was built when we built this country. Are we for sale? No! That's what we're going to tell our administration and our elected officials in Congress. That's what we want to go. Call every one of them up and tell them, hell no! Hell no! Now I want to bring up our friend, the Commissioner, Lisa Dilley. Hell no! Hell no!
Let me tell you something. In 2020, we depended on all of you to help us get the mail ballots out. And I stood with you in 2020 when you were essential workers along with the people that were helping to do the mail ballots and get the vote out. The same vote that just came out in November. The same ballots that you just delivered. That your mail and the job that you do for us helps to run our democracy. We say hell no! Hell no! We need you to help us. It's a great and integral part of how our democracy packages through the mail. Thank you. It is my honor to
8 branches here representing 8 total
Our
branches.
Register of Wills, John Sabatino.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Sabatino. I'm the Register of Wills. I got my position as Register of Wills citywide. When the only way you cover citywide is if you have a good mail program. And you people did the job for me, and I promise I'm going to try to do the job for you. I'm not going to stand for this. Whatever organizational skills I have, I will lend them to your union and everybody with it to help preserve the postal workers union and the jobs you have. Everybody in the world depends on the mail. I've depended on it as a citizen. I've depended on it as a candidate, and I see how essential all of you are. I know, to be honest with you, I've had relationships with my personal mailmen. Every time I've had 3 so far, I go each one of them. And of course, I know the Valley as well, which helps. But I'm the only one that's close to Ben Franklin's age. and I pledge I'm going to do everything I can in my power and my influence citywide to help your cause. You think I'm going to let them take over the post office? Hell no! Have a nice day. I'll see you next year in the same spot.
Thank you for all our speakers. Now we're going to hear from some of our local branch presidents. From branch 725 of the NALC, West Stillman. First of all, brothers and sisters, I want to thank each and every one of you for being out here today. It's you people to get the knowledge and information back to your customers and the general public. We thank you for that. Remember, this organization hires 640,000 people, and we are 200,000 letter carriers strong in this organization, and we are not going to let this administration take us down. What do we say to that? Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Sister. Next, we will hear from NALC President of Branch 920, Sean Geckel.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming today. I'm a 2nd generation letter carrier. My dad was a letter carrier and participated in the strike in 1970. I also am a veteran U.S. Army, and I'm here to speak today about the 73,000 veterans that are employed by the United States Postal Service. One in every 5 letter carriers traded one uniform for another to serve their country once again, to deliver mail for the United States Postal Service. Trying to dismantle the Postal Service is going to put 73,000 veterans out of work. Is that what we want? No! We need to fight for our vets, right? Am I right? Yes! Hell yes, that's correct. Dismantling the Postal Service and putting 73,000 veterans is illegal and unconstitutional.
That's
and
right.
We can't let it happen. Are we going to let it happen? Hell no! Are we going to look out for our vets? Yes! Hell yes, we are! One more time, are we going to take it from the administration? Hell no! Louder! Hell no! Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, we will hear from NALC Branch 4973 President Pat Kelly.
See, I'm not the youngest
Good
one
morning,
here.
everybody. Thanks for coming out. It's great to see everybody out here. We need this. The proposals that we're hearing now are illegal and unconstitutional. The Postal Service, as we know it, is older than the nation itself. It is enshrined in the Constitution. The Constitution gives Congress
not the president, a key role in setting postal policy. It is mandated by federal law, and the United States Postal Service has been an independent, self-sufficient agency for 55 years. We've been fighting this fight against privatization for 55 years. And we are out here to fight today, and we're out here to tell this administration that you're not taking this institution for the American public away from us for companies to make a profit. We've been fighting for 55 years. We're out here today to tell them we'll fight for 55 more.
Let's go.
Let's tell them we're gonna fight like hell.
Fight like hell!
Fight like hell! Fight like hell! Fight like hell!
We will hear from NALC Branch 2572 President Jordan Like you said, my name's Jordan Costa.
Nobody likes me, Mike. Nobody likes Table 1 carriers. You know that.
I was going to touch a little bit today on the consequences of the illegal dismantling of the United States Postal Service.
I didn't choose this life. It chose me.
The USPS would jeopardize the jobs of 7.9 million people employed by the $1.92 trillion mailing industry. What do we say to that?
Hell no!
Reducing services to 51.5 million households and businesses in rural communities where private shippers will not and do not deliver. What do we say to that?
Hell no!
The illegal dismantling of the USPS would also raise shipping costs and drive inflation that's already through the roof, would drive inflation higher for businesses and consumers. What do we say to that?
Hell no!
Thank you all. Keep fighting.
Okay, next, we're going to hear from our APW Eastern Region Coordinator, AJ Jones. Excuse me. AJ.
This guy's APWU. For you, Jay.
How we doing out there? Oh, we gotta do better than that. Come on! Guess what? They're coming for us. I hope we all know it. We've been in fights before. We're gonna be in fights again. I stand here together in solidarity with the NALC for the American Postal Workers Union. National officers stand with you today.
Pretzels.
Fight like hell events that we're going to have across this country. It is not going to take just a small group of people. It is going to take all of us coming together as
There's
one.
always a pretzel nearby in Philly.
Like hell. Listen, the Billionaires Club is coming for us, folks. They want a piece of us. And guess what? We want a piece of them too. We are not going to let them come in and take our postal service. This privatization cannot take place, and it won't take place if we come together and we fight together. That's what has to happen. Don't mistake it. They're getting rid of everything. You heard it up here before. Degrade the service. Take away first-class mail. Reduce standards, 98%, 95%, 90%. Now first-class mail might show up in 5 days. I know everybody doesn't use first-class mail, but there's people out there that do. And we have an obligation to serve them every door, every day. No piece left behind. Our mottos that we've used for years in my 37 years with the Postal Service. They're gone, folks, because they want to dismantle us to make us look like we're bad and no good. And then guess what? They want to take us over and make more billions of dollars while we all lose our jobs. And this country will suffer, and to no extent they don't care. So we are going to do what?
Fight like hell!
That's what we're going to do. U.S. mail,
Not for sale!
Thank you for the opportunity. We also have from another union, Rich Ginetti, I pronounced it wrong, from AFGE. Come on up, Rich. Every valley, every
street, every corner. No one does that well. No one does that better than U.S. Postal Service. No private sector can ever do that as well as you gentlemen and ladies do that every day. You are the envy of the world. The Postal Service system is the envy of the world, which is why the private sector wants to take it away, because they cannot stand that you do the service as well as you do. AFG loves the Postal Service. We love our brothers and sisters. Thank you. We stand with you forever. 35,000 federal employees fired for no reason at all. Base employees terminated by lies. You've seen agencies shut in half. You've seen people go on risk. Next week we expect 85,000 Veterans Administration employees to be put on a risk. Why? Because they want the healthcare system that is the U.S. VA. We cannot let them privatize the VA. We cannot let them privatize the Postal Service. You guys are the model of the rest of the world. You make money and you perform an efficient service beyond any expectation that the private sector could ever meet. Our overhead is tremendously small compared to the service we provide. There are places and people in this country that would never get any service at all because of the U.S. Postal Service. So I salute my brothers in the Postal Workers Union and in the Letter Carriers Union, my brothers and sisters for all their hard work, and we will stand with you forever. Thank you. An injury to one is an injury to all. America needs us.
Looks clean to me.
America demands that we do our job. America does not want the private sector anywhere near the Postal Service or Social Security Administration, Department of Education, the agencies that have been created by Congress remain in place. It should be fully funded and fully service the American people. And we will do that work as long as we live. Thank you. An injury to one is an injury to all. Thank you. Fight like hell, Jake. Fight like hell.
Fight like hell! Fight like hell! Fight like hell! Fight like hell! Fight like hell!
Peace.
Now we have a really special guest.
I think people can push up on us.
Get it.